Here are the answer of the fill in the blanks. I have got the A part of this, and at serial number 21, the first of the fill in the blank is given. In the face of the overwhelming mass of evidence against him, we cannot dash him of the crime. Out of the four options given here, the right option is absolve. That means to exonerate somebody, to acquit somebody of charges, and this is the right synonym for this word. Punish is a kind of reprimandation. It is rebuking and it cannot be the right answer. Release is usually used when somebody is released from prison, and ignore, to neglect somebody, cannot be the befitting synonyms of this word. 22. I hope that the rain will dash for our picnic tomorrow. Here there is an anticipation that it may not rain tomorrow, and the same meaning is given by the phrase given at option 1, keep off. That means to remain away. So it is the right option for this, as put off is to remove something from body, set back is a debacle, and stay out, to remain away from somewhere, cannot be the proper synonym of this word. The third one, 23rd, after the marathon, some of the competitors felt completely dashed. It is quite natural that if you exhaust your whole energy, you will feel fatigue, you will feel exertion, and this word is given in the phrase located at option B, done in. That means you have exhausted your whole energy in it, and cut up cannot be the correct option because it means suitable for. Done out is to finish somebody, and run out is the exhaustion of some store. So these three words cannot be used as synonym of the word, and done in is the only correct option for this. 24. Scarcely does the teacher enter the class when he heard the noise. It is well known fact that whenever a sentence starts with an adverb, we have invariably to use the inversion clause. In inversion, we have to use verb first and subject later on, and usually we use had with scarcely, and C option, had, is the right answer for this fill in the blank, as did, has or will have won't be the proper verb to give the proper meaning of the sentence. Question number 25. I do not think he will ever dash the shock of his wife's death. Here the sentence means that somebody should come out of the shock or some sorrow, and the proper phrase for this is given at option D, that is get over. Get over means to overcome some sorrow, and this is the proper befitting reply of this fill in the blank, as get by, get off, get through gives wrong meaning, and it may distort the real meaning of the sentence. Question number 26. It is no use in crying over spilt milk. Option 4 is the right answer because it is spilt is the second form of word spill, that means to something scattered, some liquid is scattered, and in this sense we cannot use spoiled milk. We cannot use spirited milk because if spirited cannot be used with non-living things, it shows energetic one, and split means bifurcated or divided, and it cannot be used for some liquid. So the only plausible answer is option D, spilt milk. 27. You must go to the station now. Your brother dash go just yet as his train leaves after 3 hours. Here the requirement of some purpose is shown, and out of the 4 options given herein, the last one, option D, is the correct answer. Needn't, because it suffices the whole meaning that there is no requirement of going just yet, and it is the only correct answer for this fill in the blank. Question number 28. Every rash driver becomes a dash killer. Here it is a proper repercussion of reckless driving, that means careless driving, which inevitably invites an accident, and the driver may kill himself or somebody else due to his careless or reckless driving. So option B is the right option for this fill in the blank, and all other 3 options, sure, potential and powerful, does not give the adequate meaning to this sentence. 29. The country owes a deep debt of for the freedom fighters. We know that in our heart we have got immense gratitude for our freedom fighters, because it's their labor that we are free today, and the only plausible answer for this fill in the blank is option D, gratitude. That means full of regards and adoration for some great people. In this sense, we cannot use patriotism, we cannot use sincerity or remembrance. The last one of the fill in the blank, question number 30. The whole lot of young men was very enthusiastic, but your friend alone was. Here, out of these 4 words, quarrelsome cannot hold good here because it shows a fighting tendency. Complaining means to lodge some protest. Sleepy means drowsiness, and these 3 cannot be the befitting fill in the blank of this word. Hence the left one, a wet blanket, is the right answer, because it gives the meaning somebody drained of any energy or zeal. Then comes from question number 31 to question number 40. It is the part of antonyms. The question number 31, it was a mystery as to where the young girl had acquired such a naive belief. Here the meaning naive shows innocence, childlike innocence, and we have to locate the proper antonyms of this. Credulous means somebody who believes everybody, all of us, all and sundry. Childlike is somebody whose behavior is like a child, and innocent, that means somebody exculpated of all crime, cannot hold the proper answer of this. So answer C, wise, is the only opposite of the word knave, and this is the correct answer. Question number 32 is the only treatment suitable for cancer, and we have to locate a proper antonyms of the word suitable, and it is given in the option B, impertinent, because insufficient shows inadequacy. Befitting means proper. Congenial means related, so this cannot be the proper antonym of the word suitable, and the only plausible antonym of the word suitable is option B. Question number 33, some of the criticisms which they had to put up were very unfair. Here we have to locate the proper antonyms of the word criticism, that means lambasting or to condemn somebody, and the proper antonym of this is placed at option C, that is appreciation, to praise somebody, to appreciate someone's efforts, and in this sense scold, that means rebuking, scorn, that means disliking, and censure, that means lambasting other, cannot hold the proper antonym of the word. Question number 34. I would beg of all friends not to rush to build a house, nor try to dissuade me or be anxious about me. Here we have to search the proper antonym of the word anxious, and if we see certain gives the meaning of definite, it cannot be the proper antonym of this. Careless means negligence, it is also not the proper antonym. And heedless, that means carefree, cannot be the proper antonym. Hence option B, composed, is the only proper antonym of the word anxious. Question number 35. It could not have been expected that with such a bent of mind of the people there should have been much activity for the cultivation of the physical science in the part of the world. Here we have to detect the proper antonym of the word activity, and it shows action. The opposite of this is placed at option C, that is indolence, as other options dull, dormant, and idle is a kind of synonym of the word activity. So out of these four options, the proper one is indolence. Dormant means somebody insipid, dull means one who is not interested to work, and idle means somebody who has got no work. So indolence is the only proper word that can be the antonym of the word activity. Here in question number 36, Indian culture has been from time immemorial of a peculiar caste and mold. Here we have to search the proper antonym of the word peculiar, and if we go through properly the options given in it, we find that option B, customary, option C, natural, and option D, familiar, cannot be the proper antonym of the word. So option A, common, can be the only plausible antonym of the word peculiar. Question number 37. The Princess Charming was the center of attraction today. Charming is a word that shows attraction, magnetism, captivation, and if we go through properly the options, we see enchanting means to captivate somebody, hypnotic means to mesmerize somebody, fascinate means to attract somebody, and these cannot be the proper. Fascinating means to attract somebody, and it cannot be the proper antonym of the word. So option C, repulsive, that means to repel something, to make somebody go away, is the proper word that can be the befitting antonym of the word charming. Question number 38. Macbeth is an abominable figure. Abominable means somebody hateful, somebody disgusting one, and one should be despised. And if we go through the antonym of this word, we find that option D, attractive, can be the only antonym of the word, and abhorrent, repugnant, and reputable cannot be the proper antonym of this word. Question number 39. Terrorists profess a fanatical ideology. The word fanatical means somebody blind, supporting some faith or religion. And if we go through the options properly, we find that option C, moderate, is the only opposite meaning of the word fanatical, and all other three words, bigoted, militant, and fervid, are in some way synonym to the word fanatical. So option C is the only option that holds good as the fill in the blank of this question. Question number 40. Rakesh is vulnerable to political pressure. The meaning of vulnerable is something that may easily crack, or somebody that may easily be perished. So out of the four options, weak is a synonym of this. Unguarded means unprotected, and exposed cannot be the proper antonym of this. And the last one, D, resilient, is the only proper answer. That means somebody having a counter insurgency capacity. So these are the answer of antonyms. The rest of the answers are forthcoming. Thank you.